Hey nerds, Alex here from Nerds Being Geeks, and I just went to my second GLC tournament where we had a total of 8 players. Let's see how I did. With me getting bronchitis in November and December, me getting COVID, it has been difficult, I would say, to make it to GLC League over the last 2 months. But I was able to go. I was able to pick up my painted badge for the first tournament we had. We only had 3 people, but I won with my grass deck. So he asked me which region badge did I want to have for grass. And I'm a Gen 1er, so I went with the rainbow badge. The next time I showed up, he had this painted for me, and I'm really stoked. This is really cool. I love this idea. The trading post where I go to and play GLC League, they do a lot of Warhammer, so they have they 3D print a lot of the plastic figures, and they paint them. So yeah, they painted this for me, 3D printed it. It's really cool to have like a physical piece to hold, instead of just like a sticker on a card. Really cool idea, and I love it. So yeah, I won with the grass badge. So the next time I go, I take my water deck, and there's a total of 8 players that want to be in the tournament. A lot of people wanted to try GLC. A lot of word of mouth was going around on the Discord and in the shop. Luckily, like I always do, I bring my deck storage where I have built a deck for each type. So there was plenty of decks for people to try. Out of those 8 players, I handed out 4 decks. Someone worked in a steel mill. They wanted to try my metal deck. Someone wanted to try the lightning, fire, and grass was all picked up. It was really cool to see. I have spent years building these, and my goal was to build a deck for each type and to share this format with people. So it was really cool to be able to finally do that after finding a locals at the trading post, and people wanted to try it. And now they're like, oh, like, where do you find deck lists and the rules and stuff? Because some people, didn't even know that you could play different color energy in their decks. Like, one guy was like, oh, I want to play Ogie Dogie in the fighting deck, but he needs a dark energy. Hey, you can play whatever energy you want. It was really cool to like share this info with people to help grow the game at that store. A lot of people were excited. It sounds like a lot of players will be like, brewing, just trying some new stuff. I did warn the metal player that my metal deck does need a little bit of love, and he still wanted to take it. He didn't do great with it, but that's okay. It makes me want to kind of revamp that deck. I need to work on it. Anyways, I took my water deck, and I got second place. That last round, I drew like an absolute potato. I only had Kyogre, and I had to get 4 water energies on it. It did not go well for me. I think I was able to get maybe 2 prizes by sniping that 180 damage. I actually faced someone that brought a fighting deck, and they had that one newer Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet. I'll put the card up here because off the top of my head I can't remember the name, but it has like that poison attack with the ability to put 6 damage counters on it in between turns, something like that. I'll put it up on the screen. But yeah, he rocked me with this thing when all I could draw was my Kyogre. I mean, this water deck was just destroying everyone till that third and final round, and it just died. I'm sure we've all done that with GLC, but so yeah, did not get my water badge with my water deck, second place, but it was cool. I lost to a player that had already won a badge in my absence when I had been sick the last 2 months, and he had already had a badge with Lightning. So it's really cool. People are getting badges, not just me showing up and just badge collecting. It was cool that they were doing this, and when I wasn't there, I love that. It shows that people want to play, and I was really excited to hear that. So I am not winning the badge race at Trading Post, but I'm gonna get there at some point. I'll have to run this water deck back. It was just bad draw, but it inspired me to go through my decks and kind of change a few things around. Some decks haven't been touched in several sets, so there's been cards that have come out that I feel like could really help some of the decks. So I had worked on Lightning. I have worked on my Psychic deck. I do plan to build a second Psychic deck. I'm working on revamping my Fighting deck. I haven't done a deck profile on it. It's currently a Earthquake build. I'm not loving it. I'm gonna rework it and see what I can find out with that. Dark got some updates over this past weekend as well. Definitely need to look at Metal. But am I gonna take Water to the next one? I don't know. Maybe not. It's usually what I decide on the drive there. I'm not going to do a full deck list on this because I've already done a video on that. It is a few months old, but it's pretty similar to what I'm rocking now. I'll do a deck profile again when I win with my water deck. So I appreciate you guys watching. Nothing wrong with second place. I was just happy that I was able to share my GLC decks with people that want to play. It was really fun. All right, guys, as always, thanks for watching.